Alright, here's a new bike build I got. This is actually the frame I originally wanted to get from Ragley. It's called the Mmmbop. Yeah, it's aluminum frame. I was gonna get it, but unfortunately it's sold out. I ended up getting the Blue Pig, which is the steel version of this, which is just fine, but I just wanted this one here. I like the color and everything. So yeah, here's a bike build. Kind of have to do it in stages because not all the parts are here, but yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna go through the bike build. So here we go. Also forgot to add, this is kind of an experiment. The frame's only $2.99, and I wanted to see how cheap I can go on everything that you know, buying used, even online, eBay, all that stuff, and see what I can do. I bought some parts on eBay. I bought me a whole drivetrain for $90. It looks like it's a SRAM knockoff, but we'll see. And then I bought some used rims and all that stuff, but you'll see that. But anyways, that's just what I wanted to add real quick. So yeah, here I am putting the upper and lower cups for the headset. I'm using a makeshift tool for this. They actually make a tool, Park Tool, but it's like about $80 to make. But if you just get these washers and this rod and some bolts, basically you can do the same thing. You just have to be careful how you do it, but it can be done. I've done it like about 3 times. So this is the wheel set I got. It's 80 bucks. I found it in, you don't have to grease this, I just do. In San Diego when I was down there picking up a car I was buying. And I couldn't pass it up. It was 80 bucks. It was exactly what I wanted. 27 plus tires, and yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use these tires, but it came with it and tubes, so I was like, hey, why not? So we'll see how these perform. I mean, what I'll do is I'll probably take it on a ride with these tires on there, but obviously I'm a bigger guy, so this tread right here isn't exactly gonna hold me when I take some turns. So yeah, but so I got this cassette. The whole drivetrain was $90. Like you can't really beat that. And see, I think that's it. Yeah, so like, I mean, I was thinking worst case scenario, because this is compatible to Shimano, the cassette is, and the other stuff, so I thought, worst case scenario, I just buy some, you know, different derailleur and a different shifter. But we'll see how this does, because it looks like it's a SRAM copy, and I'm really curious to see how this works. Let's see how this rides and all that. Are you cassette tool? And it's 11 to 40 or 50, so it's a pretty good size range. $90 shipped. Came from China. It took a little more than a week to get here. I was kind of surprised. A lot of stuff right now is getting here really quick from China, which, considering the circumstances, is pretty surprising. But it's yeah, it's it is 90 bucks. I mean, you can't even find a cassette for 90 bucks sometimes. So I guess we'll see how all this works. I'm gonna have to do this installing parts because don't know where my crankset's at when I have it. And the fork should be here tomorrow so I can finish up installing that, but I just want to install this real quick, so, and we'll probably cut till tomorrow to installing this. 6. Huh. These threads are kind of iffy already. This thing's brand new. I don't know, I guess we'll see. But for the most part, I don't have to really take this off this much. So kind of hard to turn. Interesting. I mean, as long as it holds. But that might be a problem in the future. I believe those are replaceable. I believe. So not really much I can do right now. Here I am taking off the rear wheel again. I forgot to put the disc brake on there, so I'm gonna get some T25s, screw those in. Pretty simple. You know, obviously don't touch the disc so you don't get any of the oil on there and stuff, so you gotta be careful. But yeah, just going putting those on. I believe I'll also do the front wheel too on this, or to do it a little bit later, but I forget. But yeah, that axle was kind of funky. Like it just didn't have a straight like it wasn't threaded right. Like something was just off. But anyways, here now I'm putting on the bottom bracket. Lube the threads there so you don't stick. But it's pretty simple. On this kind of bottom bracket, it's what was it, BSA 73. Basically just lube all that stuff up, put in the cranks. That's pretty simple, straightforward, easy to, and just pretty much use an Allen key. Tighten those. I'm not a pro builder, so I'm kind of like sometimes when like the last bike I built, like the cranks flowed really easily, like they just moved around. This one had a little resistance. It all depends on how, obviously if I did it really tight, tighten the cranks really tight, they would have more resistance, but I kind of put it in the middle. Here I'm just seeing that the oil spilled, so yeah, but anyways. Now I'm attempting to install the chain. I've heard chains are directional, some are, some aren't. I'm not too familiar, but I've heard that in one of the videos on YouTube. When I first put on this chain, I put it on and it was just making a funky noise, and then I looked and then the quick link wasn't put on all the way, but well, here I'm adjusting kind of like the high limit and low limit. But anyways, I put on the chain, it just didn't feel right, so I decided later on in the video you'll see I take out the chain, just reverse it, and it just ran so much better. So I guess it is directional. But I look on the chain and it doesn't really have any markers, so I don't know what's up with that. But like I said, I'm not a pro builder. Most of the stuff, or all the stuff I learned, is pretty much just I learned from YouTube, or some forums and stuff. But yeah, Here adjusting the lower limit screw, because it had, at first the derailleur was kind of like iffy about it because it wouldn't want to go into the lower cog, and it just didn't, like, the lower limit screw just didn't it wasn't touching and it wasn't moving properly. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out at first. But yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Just going through real quick, kind of manually shifting, making sure everything's good. Like I said, it's a cheap derailleur. The drivetrain was literally $90. You get the chain, the cassette, the derailleur, and the shifter for $90, which is a really good deal. It's cheap, it's generic. I'm pretty sure it's a knockoff of some kind of model, but it's 11 speed. It looks like it's a knockoff from the shifter looks like it's a knockoff from SRAM. Oh, here I am putting on the pedals on the cranks. Cranks I bought separately. I got those for $100. I bought those brand new. I could have gone cheap on the cranks. Amazon has some for 50, and I was kind of tempted to do it, and I still might do it, but it didn't have the color I wanted. All they had was red, which, I mean, I don't mind. It would go all right with the bike, but I don't know. It's whatever. Like I said, it was kind of like a little project to see how cheap I can really get this build. I haven't done the total yet. I'll go ahead and do it probably at the end of the video and just total everything up. Here I am putting the disc, the front disc on the front wheel. Yeah, it just torque 25 or whatever, real simple. Kind of hand tighten them. You're supposed to torque them, but whatever. Oh, this is the fork I ordered from eBay. I thought it was a pretty good deal. I got it for I think with everything, shipping, everything, 280. It's a 150 millimeter fork, 35 millimeter stanchions, Suntour, was it Aeon? I forget. Right now, I'm getting ready for the Crown race to throw on there. I've pretty much only done this about 3 times. I haven't really perfected it. Like, I should have something on top right there, but I don't. Later on, I don't know if it shows in the video, later on I literally just taped a piece of board to the top and then hammered it in that way, and it worked perfectly. There I'm kind of greasing up the bearings for the headset, and should be greasing up yeah, there we go, greasing up I think the bearings on top of the headset, but anyways, getting those in there. I was kind of intimidated at first for the headset and how to do it and all to put it together, but really it's really simple. It's kind of logical. You just go in there and put it on there. The front wheel, got that going. What was I looking for? Oh, some spacers. Get that. A bag of spacers. It's basically my box of parts over there. I put that stem originally because I was like, yeah, I suppose a test stem, but then I forgot I bought one, and later on I changed it out to a riser stem. That steer tube's already about 8 inches tall, so I don't know how it's gonna ride or feel with these with that. Yeah, there we go. There's the newer stem I got, and then I don't know. Handlebars, I don't really like those. I don't like the way they look, and I haven't ridden them, but I just don't like the way the angles and stuff. But maybe at that height, it might be good. I don't know. I'll have to test it out. Um, but yeah, just getting it ready. Got the shifter ready on there. And put the housing back on there. Like I said, I'm not a professional. This is the third bike build I've done. Everything I've learned, I've done on YouTube. I think I'm to the seat. Yeah, I bought me a seat from Amazon for like $30 to try out. So I'm gonna give it that a shot. But yeah, all self-taught. Nothing. I mean, I could be doing a lot of things wrong. I got no idea. If there is, please tell me in the comments, hey, you're doing this wrong. It's gonna mess up this. I don't mind just telling me so I know, because yeah, like I said, I'm still very new to it. But the cassette's 1150, 11250. I got a 32 tooth chain ring in the front. Here I'm changing up the seat, which actually ended up being pretty easy. changing the seats for some reason is get really difficult for me at sometimes. But for some reason this one was really simple. But yeah, I can't wait to ride this bike. It's all aluminum. Like I said, I'll probably end up changing the tires, but I will ride the bike as is. Once I get the brake. Oh, I don't have the brakes. Um, Brakes should be coming in, I hope tomorrow, if not the day after tomorrow. Here's a derailleur cable I'm running through. At first I had a little trouble, not so much running the cable, but well, getting the cable length, and it was a little bit loose, and I had to keep on retightening it, retightening it. Eventually I got it. But you know, doing all this stuff has really taught me a lot how to put bikes together, how to tune them up, what works. I'm still, and this is a 1x11. Excuse me. This is a 1x11 setup. I was trying to help out a friend of mine that had a 3x, I think it was like a 3x7, and I know there's a certain formula you go, like the way you move the derailleur and the big, the on the chain rings and the smaller cogs and all that stuff. But I didn't look it up before I did it. But I kind of got it close to shifting right, but it was still a little bit off. But anyways, yeah, just going through the gears here. Unfortunately, I didn't really shoot the video of me switching gears. There, I'm using a flashlight because I really couldn't tell if the lower limit screw was touching the metal, was touching the derailleur. So I had to go through there and make sure. But once I got that going, it started shifting pretty good. I'm not 100% sure that the shifting's perfect, but I'm gonna work on it more. I did work on the B screw. The B screw I think was off. I don't think the B screw was ever set from the factory. Um, the two other builds I didn't even have to do anything with the B screw. It was already set. But I don't know. This one, it's a cheap drivetrain, so who knows? Yeah, there I am stretching out the cable because it was loose. But yeah, just running through the gears, checking it out, going back and forth, and kind of glad I'm doing this because like I don't have to go to the bike shop anymore. For the most part, for my drivetrain, I can tune it up. I don't have to pay 20, 30, 40 bucks to have someone look at it and make adjustments or change like the housing. I can do that myself now. I do have a hydraulic hydraulic bleed kit, so I can kind of do that now. I only done it with Shimano. I haven't done it with SRAM yet, so I don't know how difficult that is. But Shimano ones are pretty simple. But yeah, that's the bike, the Ragley Mmmbop. It's a pretty steep straight head tube angle, 63 degrees. Oh yeah, the fork travels 150, which is what I always wanted. Well, that's what they call for on this bike. I don't know if it's too much or too little. For my trails, for the most part, I probably won't use most of it. The other Ragley Blue Pig I have, I only run a 130 on it, and I'm fine on it. I through all the trails, I don't think I even max it up, but I do run higher air pressure on mine, so I don't really use all the suspension. But yeah, that's just the way I ride. I have been messing with the pressure on there lately, but we'll see how that goes. Um, but yeah, just going through the gears again, checking, making sure everything's good. But yeah, I think I'll let you go now, just because I don't think I do much more or anything else different. I gotta wait for the brakes to come in, which will be in a couple days, and then I'll finish up the video and hopefully post it. And hopefully this can help somebody out. And if anybody had any questions about like putting stuff together or bike builds, I mean, I'm not a pro, but I just I can share my knowledge or what I know, or at least try to show you, kind of direct you where to find certain items and certain information. But all right then, well, I'm gonna let you guys go for now. And we're back. Those are the new brakes. I got me some white brakes. They were on sale on eBay, and I said go for it. Or might as well go for it. So I got them, but I ran into a problem right away. I found out the front brake was not long enough. The hose needs to be extended. I didn't know that they came in different sizes like that. I didn't have any option for like small, extra large, medium, or whatever. So yeah, that was an issue. The rear brake was fine. It was just long enough. I have enough play up front for the rear, so there wasn't any issue there. So I didn't know what to do for the solution for the front. I thought I was just take it to my bike shop and have them extend it, or me buy some cable and figure out how to extend it. But I forgot I have a small bike that I put my old brakes on, which happens to be an extra large, and I was like, you know what? I bet you those brakes will fit on this bike. So, because this bike's an extra large. So that's what I did. I just swapped out the front brake. I don't think I show it on the video here. That was my brother right there. I don't think I showed it on the video here, but yeah, I just swapped out the brake in the front, and yeah, right now I'm running a white rear brake and a black front brake, which I don't mind. I don't really care. Eventually, I'll change the rear brake. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna take it for a ride, see how it goes with the tires as is. I'll probably take it for a couple rides, and then hopefully when the tires come in, I'll do the swap, and then once I finish that, I'll do a bike review and I'll let you know what I think. 'Cause this is actually my first bike to have a 150 millimeter fork, this kind of aggressive geometry. Um, but yeah, it should be pretty fun and interesting. So, and I'll let you know about the drivetrain since that's like a generic cheap drivetrain. But yeah, all right, I'll let you guys go and hopefully you guys have a good one. You guys take care. Bye bye.